me a hard time. It's really giving me a hard time. So let's start again. I don't know what's wrong with my internet connection. It's just so long been playing. And yeah, so guys, as you come in, please like and share as you're coming in. I really appreciate it. And so I'm just gonna wait for a few minutes to see if other people join us. So like and share as you come in. Like and share. Let's move this closer. Like and share as you come in, like and share as you come in, like and share as you come in. So yeah, I'm just waiting for others to join us while I just carry on with what I'm doing right here. So hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I've been trying to, you know, arrange a live for the longest time, but it's just been one thing or the other. So guys, as you come in, please like and share as you come in. I really appreciate it. So hi everyone, in case I'm glancing to the right, I'm looking at the comments if there's anything I receive, because I don't know how to view the comments in this page. So hi everyone, my name is Wemimo and I'm also known as that mom of 5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So yes, it's a Sunday here. It's currently 12 minutes past 7 in Glasgow, and it still looks like 2 p.m. like Nigerian time. So anyway, without wasting much of the time, let's dive into the topic for the day. I'm sure you guys can see from the thumbnail and from the title what we've come here to discuss. So I was just strolling by, and then I came across a post on Instagram saying something about the Nigerian government has approved 90 billion naira as subsidy or whatever for those who are going to Hajj. So as we all know, Hajj is like a Muslim thing. So Muslim people go to Mecca for that program, and there's something similar for Christians as well. So some Christians go to Jerusalem, and I mean, this is not the first time I've heard of people going to Mecca and Jerusalem, but this is actually the first time I'm actually hearing that the Nigerian government are paying for people to go to Hajj, Mecca. And I was just like, it can't be true. So I think I read that post or I saw that news about a week ago, and I was like, why are people not reacting to this news? Why are people not saying anything to the fact that the Nigerian government are putting the treasury of Nigerian people 90 billion naira towards people going to Mecca? Like, let me know in the comment section, guys. How is people going to Mecca or going to Jerusalem any responsibility of the government? How? Please guys, let me know. Has the Nigerian government always done this, or this is just what this current government is trying to or is forcing on people? Guys, let me know in the comment section. Has Nigerian government have they always paid for Hajj or paid for Jerusalem costs for people? Because I don't understand this. To me, this feels like a misplaced priority. In the midst of hardship in Nigeria, there are no better schools. When I'm talking about better schools, I'm talking about government funded schools. I know there are private schools, all the rich men, all the rich families send their kids there. But when I'm talking about schools, I'm talking about local, like government funded schools. They are not better government funded primary schools in Nigeria. Secondary school, universities. I mean, there are so many other schools I'll post that I've seen whereby children in primary school are sitting on planks, like wooden stool, with no proper window, no proper classroom. The roofing of the classroom looks like a tornado has taken off the roofing. There's so many infrastructural issues in schools in Nigeria. That's one thing. When we're talking about misplaced priority in this government, lack of basic essential needs for people. When I'm talking about basic essential needs for people, it will be good roads, electricity, housing, healthcare, schools, paying people's pension, and stuff like that. Because my dad is a pensioner, and if I should call my dad now and ask him, like, when last did you get paid your pension? He probably won't be able to give me an answer as to when last he got paid. So let me know in the comment section, please. As Nigerian government have they always paid for people to go to Hajj? So there's a post here. I've got Punch newspaper here. So it says that so the person who made this announcement was made in Abuja, I believe, and it was made by the vice president called Vice President Kashim Shettima, and he was one speaking about this subsidy that President Tinubu has approved. So he said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu subsidized the 2024 Hajj with 90 billion naira, like 90 billion. He stated this when he represented Tinubu to flag off the inaugural airlift of the 2024 Hajj exercise from Nigeria to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia at the somewhere in Kebbi on Wednesday. So Shettima urged the intending pilgrims to pray for peace, unity, and progress in the country. Like, why do we need people going to Hajj being paid for by the Nigerian government? Do we need their prayers? Is it the prayers of people who are going to Hajj that is going to change the situation in Nigeria? Like, there are thousands of churches in Nigeria, thousands of mosques in Nigeria, and I believe they are praying. So what is Nigerian government's responsibility? How is it Nigerian government's responsibility paying for people to go to Hajj? Or is there something I'm not understanding? Please, like, whoever is watching me, if you have a knowledge of this thing, please do let me know in the comment section, because recently, or was it last year, there was a news of a junior doctor who fell to her death in the lift. So I don't know if that hospital was Nigerian government owned, if it was state government owned, or if it was a private hospital, but somebody died because the lift broke. We've heard of, teaching hospitals where accident people are being taken there, and they tell you we don't have any doctor on shift. They tell you in a Lagos state, in a state government hospital, that they don't have a doctor on hand to look after a patient they've just brought in. So with that being said, God forbid your house catches fire now. There is no fire engine. God forbid you are being robbed. Police officers will tell you to pay before they can come to assess where you are being robbed, or to come and assess whatever. Police officers will ask you to pay before they can take a statement from you. So now I feel like Nigerian government has misplaced priority here. Why put in 90 billion naira into people going to Hajj or to Jerusalem? How is people going to Jerusalem and Hajj any responsibility of the Nigerian government? How? Like, please guys, let me know in the comment section. Like I said, I really love to understand if this has always been done by the Nigerian government, because this feels like this government is actually acting or functioning on colos. Whatever colos is, I don't know, but it seems this government is actually acting on colos, because I don't understand how, like, the government also mentioned something about student loan, or like student bursary for Nigerian students. They only put in, is it 50 million? I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure about the figure that the Nigerian government are putting into this funding for students. How is the funding for people going to Hajj much higher than the funding put in place to support Nigerian students in Nigeria? How? It feels crazy. Like, it feels absolutely crazy, because it's this Nigerian government is misplaced priority. Like, to be honest with you, they have misplaced priority here. There's so many things in terms of infrastructure going wrong in Nigeria. as it is right now. Like no better housing, no better government funded schools, no better road, no better hospital. People are dying of hunger, petrol cost is going up, and the only thing Nigerian government could focus their attention on is to approved 90 billion naira. I still can't believe it. I feel as if it is not real. Like whoever is watching, let me know in the comment section. Has Nigerian government always done this? Because I don't understand how Nigerian government needs the prayer of people going to Hajj or the prayer of people going to Jerusalem before Nigeria could get better. I don't know how their prayer is of any benefit to Nigeria, because there are hundreds of churches in Nigeria. There are thousands of pastors in Nigeria. So how is paying for Hajj Nigerian government responsibility? Please like and share as a comment. Like and share as a comment, and please be very. I would really love it if you guys are being interactive with me in the comment section, because it feels like, obviously I'm a Nigerian and I've been away from Nigeria for a very long time. You know, the last time I went back home to Nigeria, the roads were terrible. The roads were in very, very terrible situation. I was trying to go from Ikorodu to Ibadan, and we went through, is it this Taike? I can't remember that road. If I call my dad now, my dad might be able to give me more information. I think that road is called Taike. You go in through this school in Ikorodu, and then it takes you, it was more like going through Ogun State to get into Ibadan. That road used to be very, very good. That road used to be, if you are in Ikorodu area, if you're in maybe K2 area and you're going to maybe Ogun State, or if you're going to Ibadan, it's much more quicker as compared to you trying to go through the Lagos Ibadan expressway. You know, it will save you the long journey of going towards K2, past, Ikeja area and going that way. So we went through that road in Ikorodu via Ogun State, and the roads were in shambles. That road was not safe to travel on. Even though my parents thought, oh, it would have been the best route for us to go, even though we drove through it, it was it took us, I think it took us 4 hours to get to Ibadan from Ikorodu going through that route. And the reason was because the roads were in bad form. With that being said, when we're coming back to Lagos from Ibadan, the Lagos Ibadan expressway or express road looks like a death hole. It looked like a death hole. People were just driving anyhow on the roads. There are no markings on the road, like potholes everywhere. And that day I was actually fearful for my life, because it was raining heavily. It was raining heavily that day, and you wouldn't have imagined, there was no way you could have even tell if you're going to bump into a pothole or not. So with bad roads like that, and Nigerian government are funding 90 billion naira into people going to Mecca, like I really want to know what's in this funding for Nigerian government. The police are in disarray. The Nigerian police force are in disarray. Like I mentioned earlier on, if God forbid you have a case now and you go to Nigerian police, they either tell you they don't have a vehicle to come sort any issue, talk more, even going with you. If they don't ask you to give them something for them, they will actually ask you for something for them to go with you to solve a crime. If they don't have vehicle to go, even if they have vehicle, they'll tell you they don't have petrol. Nigerian police will ask you to pay before you can write a statement. I feel there are so many things Nigerian government could be focusing that money on rather than Hajj. Like, guys, like I said, I'm a Christian, and I've heard that, this is also done for people going to Jerusalem as well. I don't know how true it is, but since I've been of this age, this is the first time I'm hearing that Nigerian government are actually paying for people to go to Hajj, for people to go to Mecca. Please let me know what you know or what you think is in it for Nigerian government, because this is all shade of misplaced priorities. Nigerian police could get better. Lagos state, government state or state funded hospitals in Nigeria could get better. roads could get better, electricity could get better, security in Nigeria could get better. But the Nigerian government has decided to siphon 90 billion naira into people going to Hajj. Like, I'm in the abroad and I've heard of people going to Mecca, and I don't think the UK government gives anybody a penny to go to Mecca. I've heard, at least I know 2 people who have been to Jerusalem and they paid their own money. They paid money out of their own pocket to go to Jerusalem. The UK government did not give anybody a penny. So it feels strange knowing that a country that is struggling, well, I won't say Nigeria is struggling because Nigeria has money. Nigeria has money. It's just been spent unwisely. It's been spent in a way that they can't even account for how they're spending money. When there are governors embezzling money, past governors, present governors, some government parastatals spending money because they know nobody can do anything to them. Because they know nothing can be done to them. This takes me back to when I traveled back to Nigeria in 2021. I arrived, I think I left UK maybe about 1 o'clock, and my flight was to arrive in Nigeria at 7 o'clock because it was a 6-hour flight. In fact, I think we made the trip in 5.5 hours. So I landed in Nigeria at 6:30. And upon getting off the aircraft into the walkway, the kind of heat, I felt as if I was just arriving into a desert, into a Sahara desert or something. You can imagine taking an international flight you've paid hundreds of pounds for, only for you to arrive in Nigeria. There was no form of air conditioning. All I saw were these massive, like, big-headed fans. And it felt like that those fans were not blowing nothing. If I remember quite well, I think I counted about 7 before I now got to that stairs. You know, when you're walking through, there's where it says welcome to Nigeria, and then you walk down the stairs that takes you down. I think looking back, maybe I counted about 8 or 10 fans, and it felt like it was heat, it was hot everywhere. That's the most busiest, most known, most recognized airport in Nigeria. There was no air conditioning. Even though I wore like a very, very light outfit, I was soaking. It felt as if somebody was burning me with a furnace of fire. And then I now arrived at where they were going to do passport check, passport control. It was roasting. It felt as if it looks like a place that goldsmiths work. You know, goldsmith, because they deal with metal and hot coal or hot whatever they use. It was absolutely roasting. And then when I got to immigration, some of the staff, I think there were like maybe 4 of them. One actually had one of those big fans directly blowing at him like that. Yes, those big-headed fans was actually blowing at that guy who was to sign. No, before he stamped my passport, it was to write my name down, where I was flying from or where I flew in from. It was to do that, and it was sitting on a very, very high stool. And then this massive fan was blowing at him alone. And I was like, okay, me that I'm standing in front of you, how am I going to benefit from this fan? It just goes to show that Murtala Mohammed Airport, as at that time, to me, was not fit for purpose, because we know Nigeria is a hot country. There should be constant supply of, air conditioning, cool air, not hot air. By the time I came out of that place, I was thanking my God because I felt cool air. So, I feel Nigerian government has some sort of misplaced priority here. Like I said, state-funded hospitals could do better. They could do better by employing doctors. And I've seen hospitals and I see people lying on bed. It looked as if they were just lying on metal frames. Metal frames in state-funded hospitals. State-funded hospitals, God forbid you get involved in an accident. You go there, they'll tell you there's no doctor to attend to you. If you don't have money, God forbid, that person will just buy like that. If you have money, yeah, maybe you can take it to a private hospital. I was watching an Instagram story about a young girl who was heading back to school, and she was involved in a motor accident. So she I think she broke her knee, or she broke her leg. So she was transferred to an accidents and emergency in Nigeria. They just kind of like gave her first aid. But then up until I think it was early last year or late last year that I saw this girl's story. So she said she's been going back and forth. They kind of like maybe gave her some wooden things. They used these wooden things to kind of like patch the leg. And they said that the doctor who could have attended to her is not on seat. But then they gave her a number of a doctor in another hospital that could be of help or that could look after her. So she called this number, and then she went to go see this doctor. This is someone suffering from a major fracture in her leg. She went to go see the doctor only for her to see that it was the same doctor, because of the name. It was the same doctor that was meant to attend to her at the state-funded hospital that was in another hospital. So doctor is German, different hospitals. So when she could be seen at the state hospital and pay something that could be affordable for her, no, this doctor was not available there. She had to go meet that doctor in another private hospital. So she had to receive private care. And I'm saying private care from an hospital that is not owned or that is not funded by the government. So, guys, I don't want to stay too long on this live, but I really appreciate if you could, drop your opinions as to if sending people to Mecca is Nigerian government's priority, if it's any of their business. Because I don't get it. I don't get it. And it's as if people have not actually reacted about it in any way. And it's starting to feel like Nigerian government or Nigerian citizens, Nigerians are like, okay, there's nothing we can do about President Tinubu's regime. They just have to wait for him to finish his course and then maybe siphon the energy to another person who's coming in. Because people are they are really not reacting to it. Or is this something that Nigerian government has always done? Pardon me. Let's go and drink some water. Is it that Nigerian government has always done this? And people just kind of like, they can't be bothered. Like, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And like I said, there are so many avenues that Nigerian government could be putting that money into rather than putting into something that I don't think is going to benefit me being a Nigerian. I don't see it as if it's going to benefit my parents who are aged. And like I said earlier on, if I ask my dad now that when was the last time your pension was paid, my dad would probably tell me what pension. Because yes, he worked for the Nigerian government. He worked at the Nigerian Postal Service, 9 posts. And he did was it 30 years? I think it's 30 years of service that you do and then you retire. My dad did that and he retired, and he was one of the lucky ones that retired at a very young age. So on a normal day, he worked for the government, he should be getting pension. If I ask him now that, he will tell me he can't remember when. They do pay, but it's not. And then this government thought, yeah, let's pay 90 billion. Let's send people to Mecca. Let's send people to Jerusalem. And we hope, that was Shettima, vice president, saying we hope that they can pray for Nigeria to get better. How is the prayer of people who are going to Hajj or Jerusalem, how is it going to make a difference to the situation going on in Nigeria right now, when there are hundreds of churches, hundreds of mosques, thousands of pastors in Nigeria? And Shettima was saying that, oh, people going to Hajj, they can pray that things will get better in Nigeria. No. My opinion is that the Nigerian government knows the way about getting Nigeria better, but they are refusing to do anything about it. Guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Like I said, I only plan to be here for half an hour. And this is just something that caught my eye, and I felt like, I really need to come here and talk about it. Like, there's so many things going wrong in Nigeria that I felt 90 billion naira could solve a lot of things. It could solve a lot of things. Like, most important things in Nigeria that we don't have: good healthcare facility. Even if we are not going to get free health, let us have the mind, let us believe, let us know that we have an hospital that if we go there, there will be a doctor to attend to somebody, that there will be somebody to attend to, a victim of an accident. Not having all the state funded. An hospital should be more than just a building. All these state funded hospitals, yeah, they have the building, but they lack the staffs. They lack the things they need, the tools they need. Like I said earlier on, I was looking at people in hospitals, you see them lying on metal frame. And I was like, how is that a bed in a state funded hospital? How is that a bed? There's so many things that I felt like Nigerian government could be pushing that money into. Education nowadays in Nigeria, I don't know. People who are still studying in Nigeria at the moment, only God can actually, make things go straight for Nigeria, because the way it is now is as if the government don't really give a hoot. They're just putting themselves there, doing as they wish, while people, innocent Nigerians, suffer. I mean, for where I am, I'll count myself lucky to be in the country where I am here. The government cares about each and every citizen of this country. Don't get me wrong, there are some people who are homeless here as well. But then, if you really want to get out of that situation, you find yourself, there are places that you can go to. Some just chose to live such life, but every life matters here in this country that I am. But Nigeria there, I rest my case. Like I said, guys, I don't want to take too much of your time. Please like and share this video. Drop your comments in the comment section. And like I said, drop your opinion. Maybe and try and please educate me in the comment section as well once you watch this video back. As Nigerian government always pay or subsidize payment for people going to Hajj, to Mecca, and to Jerusalem, please do let me know in the comment section, because this is the first time I've read about it. Like, how is it Nigerian government responsibility? How is it their duty to pay money so that people could go to Hajj, so that people could go to Jerusalem? How? You know what, guys? This is where I'm going to drop the mic, and I'm going to try and do live more often, because this live, it showed me shege. But yeah, practice make perfect. So guys, this is the end of my video. I only plan to be here for half an hour. If you've watched from the beginning of this video, please like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe, share, and also there's lots of content on my channel as well. And there's a poll on my YouTube community where I post a poll as to what you'd like to see more on my channel. And I think I should be supposed to say that I'm on a healthy living journey. And if you really want me to start posting, what I'm eating, let me tell you guys, I've only been on this weight loss journey for 2 weeks, and I've already started seeing results. Yes, I've only started seeing results. It's currently just before 8 o'clock, and I've only had one meal today, and I've been drinking lots of water. So yeah, it's working. Anyway, guys, this is the end of my video. Like I said, drop your comments, educate me in the comment section, and subscribe if you're yet to do so. Turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any posts from me or any videos from me. And yeah, there are lots of videos on my channel as well that you can watch, and I hope to catch up with you in my next live if I have the time to do it. Okay? And yes, let me go prepare for work, because work starts tomorrow. I've been off for 4 days, so work starts tomorrow. And do have a lovely week ahead. Bye, y'all. Bye.